good afternoon. I don't know if it's good afternoon for anybody.
Hello. Not afternoon for us. It is now, well, it's not quite morning. Almost
Not quite.
midnight
Yeah.
for us.
We're on a few minutes early.
A few minutes early. We are here in Thailand, settled into, as you can see, a new place.
A new place.
So, yeah. Hey, Robert. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. Wait till everybody filters in here. We'll give everybody a good welcome. So, it is great to see you guys again, and we got a lot to talk about today. So we're excited about that. So yeah, good morning, everybody.
Yeah, I think it's good morning for most people. It's funny because it's good morning for us, but it's really good morning because it's the middle of the night. It's midnight.
Hey, there's another Allie in here now. There's
Yeah,
two
she was in
Allies.
here last week too.
Same
And
spelling.
spelled the same.
Spelled the same. Brown-eyed girl, how you doing? Hey, Kevin. Hey, Clinton. Hey, Noah's Ark, how you doing? Glad to have you. Now, I do have a question for Gary. I saw Traveling Hatters in the chat, and we want to know. He said he's in the Coral Sea. Gary, are you in the Coral Sea? Are you on a ship, or are you
floating
somewhere? Like, are you just in Australia? That's our question. Thanks, Brett. Welcome. Appreciate that. Yeah, everybody's getting in here. We had a lot. We also had Liontail88 became a member already before the chat started. So
they wanted to be prepared.
Welcome to Gold, Liontail88.
Yeah. And so you'll have access to all of our members only videos that are up there. We just put a new one up there earlier this week about our previous hotel and just kind of showing you a little bit about how we, because everybody's always like, why do you guys always get these, sweet upgrades? And so it's a little bit about that, the new one, but there's a lot of fun stuff on there. We do all kinds of stuff. They're shorter videos, but they are behind the scenes and some special tips. Wow, how many people are popping in here? That seems to be moving a lot.
So Ted, I did want to say, I did see your question before. I will address your YouTube channel in a minute here. We'll talk about YouTube. That would be great. Traveling Hatter is aboard the Queen Elizabeth. I think that's Cunard.
Yeah, I think so.
That sounds fun, Gary. But I have a question. Isn't it like 4 a.m. for you? Are you up at 4 a.m. on this chat? You get some type of an award.
Gary's more loyal than we are.
Gary, you are awesome. Gary is the best.
Good morning, Kristen. I like how she says good morning, team. I like that, Kristen.
Yeah. Midlife Thriving official welcome. Welcome, Michelle from Connecticut.
Ooh, it's chilly there. Central Illinois.
Yeah. Let's see.
North Carolina.
Yeah. We're gonna, if you have questions, you can. Gary's very tired.
We will be too in like an hour. After like an hour, I start clocking out. Deborah Clark, Deb and Rob, welcome. 8 p.m. for you guys. Ooh, that's a great time for you guys.
That is good. Yeah.
That's perfect because it's like you're winding down in the evening. That's great.
Hey, David. How you doing? Welcome.
Cherie, hello. Welcome.
Hey, Cherie. How you doing? Cherie, are you still on a cruise? Gary's on a cruise. I wouldn't know if Cherie's on a cruise.
It's funny how many people have been on a cruise recently or calling in from a cruise or watching, I should say, not calling in.
The number of people on the live stream from a cruise is a lot.
Yeah.
Bonnie wants to know, is a group chat going to be posted for the How Long trip? It will be, yeah. I haven't done it yet. But that trip is now full. So
yeah, it just filled up this week.
We will talk about that too in a minute.
So we will start a wait list. If you're interested, just let us know and we'll put you on the wait list and we'll just go in order if anybody drops out.
Exactly. Yeah. So, all right, a couple questions coming in. We will talk about the cards. We got a lot to talk about. We got to talk about group trips.
We have work to do.
We got to talk about some YouTube stuff. We already got a couple questions. We're going to address Ted's question because I got a real answer for him. We're going to need your help on a channel name for Ted.
Yeah, so put your thinking caps on.
Hey, Retired Life Mexico.
Welcome, Louisa and Michael.
Awesome. Yeah.
Amy, say hi to Atlanta for us.
Ooh. Hey, Kathy. Welcome. Let's see. Deborah wants to know what's the best way to do Wi-Fi on NCL? On NCL, you know what we do? We always share one Wi-Fi.
Mm-hmm.
We do.
Yeah, Rob has an Android. It doesn't really tend to work on an Apple, so we can never do it on my phone, but Rob has an Android, and so we connect the Wi-Fi to his, and then we use his phone. I use his phone as a hotspot, and we're never really apart, so so we just always both have it.
Yeah.
So that's a nice way to do it. That's usually what we do. On chips, other than like on Princess, we each get it because we just do the Princess Plus, but
Correct.
yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to start talking about some of these cards.
That's right.
But if you have questions, leave them in the chat. We'll get to them.
We'll keep scrolling back to the questions.
Yep, exactly. Clinton, yeah, Pixel phone is good for that.
Yeah.
Pixel is like the easiest phone to share Wi-Fi hotspot with.
Yeah.
That's what we use.
Yes.
And we will probably always have a Pixel for that reason.
Yeah.
And the Pixel pictures, I'm sorry everybody, but they're the best.
It's true. They really are. Sometimes I'll say, will you take the picture with your phone instead of mine? Because the picture's going to look much nicer off of the Pixel.
William, welcome. Going to Kuala Lumpur soon. Ron, welcome.
Fun.
Glad to have you in here. Let's see. David is a Pixel fan. We got a lot of Pixel fans. Midlife son liked his Pixel. Williams, I didn't know you were a Pixel user, William. We should have.
It is the best camera. You are right, for sure. I'm an Apple lover, but I know when something is better, and I know that the Pixel camera is better. As a matter of fact, for a while, I had a Pixel and an iPhone because I wanted to use the camera on the Pixel. Crazy, right? But then I got tired of carrying two phones. I was like, what am I dragging these two for? So I went down to just my iPhone.
Yeah. Yes, Cherie. We did just see Linnell's video got 1 million. We're going to talk about that too.
Last time I checked it, it was like 1.2 million views. I was like, my mind was blown.
Incredible. Incredible. I saw you had quite a few new subscribers this week too, Cherie. So that was awesome. Let's see. Okay,
hey, you
so
want to start going through questions? We're going to get behind.
Questions or the cards?
We'll do some cards, and then we'll come do questions. We'll kind of ping pong back.
Okay, we'll go back and forth. We're going to get a couple cards in for people that want to hear about the cards because the first thing I think as a retired person that's traveling, you really need to have one of the chase cards that does travel points. And so that's important. There's a couple different cards you can get, but really you want to have a chase card that gets you into the chase ecosystem. That's the main thing, because when you earn chase points, those are the only ones that can be transferred for Hyatt points. And Hyatt points are super valuable. We actually, this year, for 2025, we have booked 107 nights at Hyatt. All but 21 of them were free with points. Because of
like
points.
Free. Like we didn't buy the points.
And most of them we've been able to add a suite upgrade to. So it'll be almost like, I think 70 nights and suites because of the points. And that's just from getting the cards and getting the welcome offers and then getting whatever referral bonus and the spend bonuses we get. So the way we've done that is by combining really the Chase Business Inc., which is one of the best cards out there for getting points. That one is going to earn you, right now I think it's a 90,000 point welcome offer. But the really interesting thing about that is that it comes with a 20,000 point referral bonus, and you can do up to 5 of them this year. Right now you can do up to 5 of them, so you can earn an extra 100,000 points just by talking about it. You can just leave a link to something on Facebook, you can put it in your Instagram story, and people are going to see that. They go sign up for the card. You'd be surprised how many people will do that, and you will start earning points on points on points. Last year, they gave you 40,000 points, and they let you earn 200,000 points. So we ended up with like 600,000 Chase and Hyatt points for free because of we both got the card and then we both did the referrals. So maybe you're not doing the referrals, but even if just one of you gets the card, if there's two of you, you can refer the other person. That's going to be a referral. And it's just a great card for earning that. If you're going to be able to do any referrals at all, and trust me, when you start doing travel, you're going to all these places, you're staying in cool hotels, people are going to want to see how you're doing what you're doing. All you have to do is tell them. That's what we've done. Just be honest with what card you're using, what hotel you're going to, how much it cost. They'll want to do it, just like you were, and you'll earn all kinds of points. So it's pretty good because with the 90,000 point welcome offer, that's good for 25 free nights at a Category 1 Hyatt, which we are using in Osaka. There's a Category 1 Hyatt in Osaka. So I think we're doing 13 nights there.
Yep.
And then we're doing a Category 2 in Kanazawa. So we're going to do another few nights there. So that's the first card, Chase Business Inc., that we think is a no-brainer. All the cards we're going to talk about, there'll be links to in the description. So
yeah,
let me drop in. Hey, I see Robert's got to go. Let me look at my chat here.
You're gonna have to scroll back.
I missed a lot of the chat. So let's see. Elizabeth has a good question. Do you feel there are too many travel channels on YouTube?
I don't know if there are too many. I think a lot of times people make the mistake, especially the people coming in there now doing it, make the mistake of making it too broad. I think that's where it's important to really niche down, because that's going to help you to kind of stick out a little bit more. If you're if you're all just doing the same thing, it's going to be a lot harder to grow. So I wouldn't say that there's too many. It's just a matter of making sure that you come in the right spot with the right, you've niched down enough. If you stay too broad, then it's going to be really hard to get your channel to grow, because there's, competition, so much competition in there, but there's still plenty of room for people to, build their channels in there, in that sphere. But just make sure that you niche down enough.
Too much 3835 says, where do I sign up for the group classes? The courses and communities. The communities are included in the course. Excuse me. There's links to those in the description, both YouTube and Retirement Travel Jumpstart. Let's see. I think I went back too far here.
Maybe. Oh, did you? Oh, let's see. What are we missing?
Which cruise line has the best Wi-Fi? They're all not good.
Yeah, I'm trying to think who we had decent-ish on Celebrity. Did we not the last time we were on that?
Carnival's been pretty good, honestly.
Carnival has also been pretty decent also, which I know is shocking, but it just is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Welcome, Robert. I know you got to go, but glad to have you here. Just wanted to let you know that. Michelle says, we were the first channel she watched on Retirement Travel, and Linnell was my second. I don't know if Linnell's in here because I haven't scrolled that far down yet.
I think I've seen her name.
Hey, Jeff. Jeff Melson's here. Welcome.
Hey, Jeff.
Welcome, Jeff. I want to ask Jeff this, now that Jeff's here, if he can hear this. So when I signed up for membership on Linnell's channel. She started membership, and I got this notification from YouTube, and it said, "You're a founding member." And I was like, "Well, that's pretty cool. I'm a founding member." And it said this thing. I was like, "You were there before everyone else." I was like, "That's pretty cool."
It gives you this whole little pep talk.
Yeah, and then I was like, I wonder if that was something she had to do for her channel. So Jeff was the first member on our channel, so I wonder, Jeff, are you a founding member on our channel, or did I have to turn that on?
Did you get that or not?
So that's the question.
If you remember, maybe you don't remember, because it's been like a year, I think.
Yeah, that's the question. So
Ron Johnson is in 525 jail.
Yeah, that will get you.
That hurts, Ron.
Yeah, so if you are approaching that, that's you can only get 5 cards in 24 months. If you're approaching that, get the Chase Business Inc. before you get there because it does not count towards your 5 because it's a business card. So it's not going to put you over the limit. So that's good. Ted is working through the niche section of the course right now. That's good, Ted. Ted, are you going to be doing your channel just on the Philippines or on other things as well? That's a question I have.
Before we discuss a channel name.
Let's see. William's got the IHG, American, Business Inc., and he needs one more card. Linda has the Hyatt and the Costco. Decide between the Chase Sapphire or the Amex Platinum. We fly standby, so we don't really use air miles. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, both of those would get you lounge access.
Mm-hmm.
In that case, I would probably go with the Platinum if, William, you're ever going to use rental cars and if you're not going to get Marriott status any other way, because it's the Amex Platinum gets you better status than the Chase Sapphire Reserve does. They both come with the lounge access, but Amex Platinum gets you top tier on rental cars, right?
It does, yeah. This is great, and we've used it and received those benefits, and it's been really nice. We don't rent a lot of cars, but when we were in the U.S. this last year, it really paid off. It was quite nice.
Stacy's Simple Meals. Hey, welcome, Stacy. Good to have you here. I got a story about Stacy in a minute. So she's asking, which Business Inc. do you recommend, the Preferred or the Premier? Oh, I get these names mixed up, but it's the Preferred because the other ones have international fees. Yeah, so you definitely want the Preferred. That's the one that we have and that we link to. I guess if we link it, you can get any of them, but
yeah, definitely we don't use any that have foreign transaction fees.
Never get them to have foreign transaction fees because you'll forget.
And something to remember too, which we didn't note at the beginning, we usually try to do that at the beginning, but if you're going to be doing getting the credit cards to use points towards, travel, to book your hotels and your flights, it really does not pay off if you don't pay off your card every month. So it is best if you pay them off every month, and that way you're not paying the percentage, the interest every month. You need to be paying these off every month. So just make sure that you're getting them in accordance with what you can spend and what you can pay off every single time, so that you don't get that interest accruing and then that basically negates what you're earning from the points.
All right, let me try to get through a couple of these questions quick because they're piling up. So then I'm going to come back to Stacy, and I'm still coming back to Ted too. Let's see. Ryan says Amex is challenging for retirees outside the U.S. with the 4X on dining. Yeah, the 4X, I don't think it covers. I think you're talking about the Gold, Amex Gold. I don't think that covers dining outside the U.S. So we, and grocery stores, so we say Amex Gold is for when you're in the U.S. Amex Platinum is for once you leave the U.S. Because once you leave the U.S., the Amex Platinum gets you status at all the rental cars and hotels and gets you lounge access, but it doesn't really earn good points. So, like, we have the Amex Platinum, but we never use it to pay for anything. It's only for the status and for being,
for basically for all the benefits that we get from it. It negates the fee that we pay for it because it is obviously a higher fee card, but what we get out of it makes up for it, so it's worth it to us.
Yeah. So I think Ryan did say the 4X, only covers U.S.
Yes.
Yeah, so you only want the Amex Gold, like if you're going to be in the U.S. for 2 more years and you're trying to accrue points. Once you're going to leave, you would want the Platinum, or if you're leaving soon, just skip the Gold, get the Platinum. Vivian is asking, is there a link to do the retirement course as an add-on? Yes, there is, Vivian. At the very last lesson of the YouTube course or the retirement course, there's a link for a coupon for the other course. So you'll get it as if you had bought the bundle. So do that. If you can't find it in there, you can just leave me a message in the community, and I'll post it in there for you. Also. Yes. Yeah, Amy's saying definitely do the preferred. That's another reason, because the Premier is cash back, not points. Good point, Amy. Thank you. You definitely want to do the preferred, not the other one. Let's see. Let's see what other questions we got. 3 years for Kim. Welcome. Chris just bought 400,000 IHG points.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, Friday. Yeah, before it expired. That was the last day. Good job.
There is a business version of the World of Hyatt card. It's not as good, and it's a little bit more expensive, but you do earn more if you're doing a lot of spend on it. So that's that. Let's see. Angela, the Chase Preferred is good too. Chase instead of the Chase Reserve. That just means if you were going to get a Premier card for lounge access, get the Amex Platinum, because you don't get lounge access with the Preferred, only the Reserve. So it's not a bad strategy to have the Chase Preferred and the Amex Platinum. Yeah. Right. Let's see. Tika's thinking about the IHG card. That's a no-brainer, right?
You don't even have to think, Tika. Do it. You got this. It really is an amazing card, and the benefits of the fact that you get platinum status right away with IHG is amazing, because even in the US we got upgrades when I had platinum before. I had diamond this time around when we got there, but when I had platinum before, even in the US they were giving us upgrades, and then of course abroad they give you some really nice upgrades.
Let's see. Tammy's saying, if I want the IHG card, should I sign up for the business card? The others, they off. I didn't understand that, but we just have the regular card. You could get the business one too, but the regular card is amazing. Let's see. Monica wants to know, what card do I need to get lounge access? Okay, so the main two are... There's more than this, but...
This is for airport lounge we're talking about. Yeah. This is for access to airport lounges.
Correct. Yeah, good point. For airport lounge access through Priority Pass, it's the Chase Sapphire Reserve, Monica, or the Amex Platinum. Lounge access through hotels is a whole different thing. William saying he'd use the rental car benefit.
Jeff says he did not get the founding member badge, but he does have it for others. Oh, so you're just a serial founding member person.
Jeff beat me to the membership on Linnell's channel.
Okay, so we can fix it. It says
you can go to the app, click the U on the bottom right corner, and go to badges.
Okay, we're gonna try to do it.
That's where you can
see. Oh, that's how you can see it. Oh, okay, so we can't fix it.
I need to figure out how I can make people founding members.
We'll see.
We're gonna have to write in a support.
Rob's gonna get to the bottom of this. Don't you worry about it.
Yeah, I saw that. It was really cool. Let's see. Tammy's voice texting in her questions.
Oh, that's funny.
No, the regular card, Tammy, you can get the fourth night free also with the regular card. That's the one we use. Yeah. You don't have to have the business card to get the fourth night free. Let's see. World of Hyatt is... Allie's asking, is the World of Hyatt business card attainable when I'm in 524? It's not. You have to do it before you get to 524 most of the time. So once you hit 524, they won't accept another business card usually. But if you're at like 423, they would take a business card and then another regular card. Jennifer wants to know, if you only wanted one card, which would you choose? Who? I would want lounge access.
Yeah.
So it would be either the Amex Platinum or the Chase Sapphire Reserve.
Yeah, I think that's one of those two for sure. For lounge access, that's really all we ever talk about, and they're really both great. So they both have benefits. It just depends on if you want to be in the Amex family, start in the Amex family, or start in the Chase family. It's really up to you. I would lean a little bit more towards the Chase family, right?
Yeah, if you were only going to have like one card for forever, I would definitely get the Chase because there would be places where the Amex would not be taken.
Mm-hmm.
For most of us, that's not a problem because we're going to have, I wouldn't recommend like traveling the world with only one card because a lot of the time our cards, like in the last 2 years, we've had 3 or 4 cards that just we had to get replacements for because they were, something happened to them. And it's kind of hard to get a replacement sometimes quickly.
Yeah.
So you definitely want to have more than one card.
Yeah.
And I would say like up to 3.
I think we missed. Kathy Johnson had a question, and I think I missed it somewhere. Sorry, Kathy. We'll run into it, I'm sure, in a minute.
Kathy.
We've had to scroll up and down.
Ask Eddie and Kathy.
Yeah, sorry about that. We'll get scrolled. Where were we?
Oh, wait, there's a window, guys. What's the best hotel card for United States for points? Love the channel. The best card is the IHG card. There's no doubt about that. You get a 4th night free with the card when you use points. You get a free night, which more than covers your annual fee. And it's just...
And that annual fee is low.
Which is low.
Really nice.
IHG card.
And you get the status with IHG. You get platinum status at IHG as soon as you get the card.
Yeah, if you don't have the IHG card, you should definitely think about getting it. Sorry if we missed your question. They're scrolling by real quick.
Yeah, so you guys have a lot of questions today.
Let's see.
Oh, here's Kathy Johnson's question. Maybe this is the one.
Can you talk about the timing for applying for cards? I've even turned down times because there was much time between applying for a different card. I'm not patient. I want all of them now.
Don't we all, Kathy?
Yeah. We try to alternate, first of all. That's one thing you can do. But yeah,
that does help when we alternate between us. So you guys can alternate, Kathy.
We try to wait like 2 months between applying, but I don't think you have to do that. That's just what we do because otherwise we're not going to be able to hit the welcome offer spend on a lot of these unless we're buying some cruises. But we try to wait 2 months and we don't usually get turned down like that, right?
Yeah.
But you'll run out of, Kathy, if you want to get a lot of cards, definitely get the business cards before you get 5 cards in 24 months. Because after you get 5, you can't get any more Chase cards. You could still get Amex cards, but you can't get any more Chase cards. But the business cards don't count.
So that lets you that's one way to get a little bit more.
Yeah.
I guess.
Valerie says, which card has the lowest membership fee, annual fee? There's a lot of them that have 0, but we don't have any that are 0 because they just don't come with any benefits.
Yeah, the benefits are basically none for the most part. It's very low. So really, I think the lowest ones are usually close to around $100 or a little bit under, and that's basically zeroed out with. If you get the hotel ones, you get a free night, so that's paid for, and you're going to use it anyways. Or they come with other benefits that are going to zero out the annual fee too.
Yeah, exactly.
Keith and Wynn?
When you are building your 40-day loyalty rewards with IHG, can you... Scrolling, I can't even read it. Can you combine both your cards to get the 40 nights, or do you need to stick to one of your IHG cards, like just use Rob's card or both? So it's not to do with your card, it's to do with your account. So it has to be on one loyalty account. So we did it all on Allie's account, for instance. So you would have to get 40 nights on one account, and that account is going to have one card attached to it. So yeah, basically one card, one account. You cannot mix them.
Yeah, because you need 2 things. You need the IHG loyalty account, which is free. Anyone can get that. It doesn't matter, if you have the card or not. And then the card, and that's a separate thing, but the card, you put that into your account, and that's what gives you that fourth night free when you use your points, is by having the IHG card is the only way to do that, which is really nice.
Yeah, William says, I hit the welcome offer on 3 cards for the last 2 years by using them to pay income tax. Yeah, we're going to do that this year, I think. We're going to pay a lot of tax. That's a good problem to have, though, because of YouTube. So speaking of YouTube, I did skip 2 YouTube questions, talking about tax. 3, actually, because we were going to talk about Linnell's thing, too. So Stacy's Simple Meals. Let's see, did I get that right? Or is it Simple Meals by Stacy?
I think it's Stacy first. I can't find it
I can't
now.
find
I'm
it
sorry,
here.
Stacy.
Yeah, Stacy, comment on here so everybody can see your channel. But Stacy is in the YouTube course, and there it is, Stacy Simple Meals. I thought I had it right.
Thank you.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
So Stacy does crockpot meals, and she started making videos about her meals. Like, she was making meals for herself at lunch, started making videos of it, started putting them on YouTube, went through the course, and then like one of them just blew up this week and just kept going and going and going and going and going. And she, like, her channel doubled overnight, and she got monetized off of that. I think it's been 5 or 6 months, if I'm not wrong, Stacy. And she got monetized making her crockpot meals.
Just making her lunches.
And so now the really cool thing is Stacy's getting paid to make lunch every day. So
she's getting paid double.
Just wanted to
she's
say,
working and she's getting paid.
Congratulations, Stacy. That was awesome. And then we had another pretty momentous occasion. It was a big week in the YouTube community. So Linnell, who is, a lot of you know, a lot of you follow her. She's from Poverty to Paradise. She does a lot of cruise videos. She put up a video, it wasn't even a week ago, 5 days ago. And after 5 days, if anyone's checked it today, let us know. But it was at 1.2 million views in 5 days. Incredible.
That is absolutely insane. Insert the mind blown emoji right here. It has been absolutely incredible to watch her grow on there, and it is such a great feeling. And you know, Stacy kind of experienced that also on a little bit smaller scale than Linnell, but when you wake up in your video, it just kind of does that. It's amazing. But you know, that just kind of shows you that if you really work at it and you apply yourself to what we've put together in the course, it really does make a huge difference. You do get a big head start with the information.
Yeah, so it's really cool because we're starting to see people have been in the community course long enough where they're getting to the success stage, and it's like it's starting to blow up. Like, people are starting to blow up, and it's like it's cool because we're all just us. Like, this is us. This is our age group. We're all the same. We're just doing things we love, and anybody can do it. And I think Stacy said in her post, she's like, this is life-changing. And this changed our life many years ago. And I've been telling people, like, anyone who will listen, this is life-changing. This can be life-changing. This will be life-changing if you do this. And it's so cool because it's not going to happen in a week, but it is going to happen. And it's so many people are doing it. And there's more people coming. Like, Cherie by C is in here. You know, you check her stuff out. Retired Life Mexico. I think Retired Life Mexico got monetized pretty quickly. When we were on the cruise, that was monetized. I think she's saying their last video got 67,000.
Yeah, ooh, that's amazing.
Yeah. You got to post that in the community so we can see it.
Ooh, Stacy, you're about to. Our daughter just entered the chat. That's Alexa Marmion. Stacy, you're about to get a new subscriber, and that's our daughter Alexa. She just needs to get a crock pot. And she will be all over your recipes. It's funny because we used to do a ton of crock pot meals at home when we were working, and we had all kinds of stuff going on, sports and all that fun stuff. We used to do a lot of crock pot meals. Loved crock pot meals. And yeah, Alexa, you don't have one. We need to get you one.
Yeah. So
yeah, say hi to Alexa. And she actually, she's got a video coming out today. I think today, Alexa, you can correct me if I'm wrong, of some books. She went book shopping at Dollar Tree and read some books from there.
Yeah. So like if you go, like then I see people, like there's a lot of people in the course, and basically to be successful in YouTube, most people quit because they're not sure that they're on the right track. And that's why there's a community. That's what the course teaches you, if you're on the right track or not. If you're on the right track and you just don't give up and your quality's good enough, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. It's just going to happen. Like I look at like Sheree by C's videos. We love your videos, Sheree. They're amazing. It's going to happen. One day you're going to wake up and it's going to be blow up time. It's just, there's no doubt in my mind. It's the same thing with Alexa. Alexa, our daughter, her channel actually just blew up. Was it last month, Alexa? I think her channel doubled in a week. She went from 800 subscribers in December to now she's got 3,500 subscribers because one of her videos went to 60-something thousand views.
Yeah.
The Dollar Tree video, actually.
Yeah.
So, and it's actually a lot harder for people Alexa's age because there is a lot more competition. So, like, if someone had done what Alexa did in our age range, they probably would have gotten monetized quicker, but she really did well. We're proud of you, Alexa.
We're very proud.
Yeah, so go check out all these people's channels. They're putting the work in. They're putting the time in to get good at this. And I guess what it shows you is it doesn't matter the niche. Like Sheree's doing solo travel, Stacy's doing crock pots, Mano's doing cruising.
Alexa's doing books.
Alexa's doing
other
books.
people are doing
Tired Life Mexico.
other
Mexico.
people are doing pottery.
Yeah.
Someone's doing a channel on ChatGPT. Like for older adults, like breaking it down piece by piece. Dave Poon is doing that channel. There's just so many amazing. So don't feel like just because you're doing our course, it doesn't lead you to doing a travel channel, because it's better if you do something that you're an expert in, because it's going to be way easier to do a channel on something that than to have to do, study every week to try to do a video. It's better to just do videos on something that you're already familiar with, that you have a good knowledge hold of. It's better to do videos on that than to try to, either just straight up copy something or, try to do something that you really don't know what you're talking about. It's going to come across in your videos. You don't want to do that.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it can be life changing. If you're interested at all, there is a link in the description to the YouTube community and course. Let's see. What was the question you're asking?
Let's see. Carolyn Trepper said she bought diamond status through IHG last month, have almost 1 million points. Woo!
Carolyn.
We're jealous, Carolyn.
We don't have that many. we spent all of ours.
We've spent all of ours. So which country has the best value IHG hotels in all of Asia?
Okay, that's a good question.
Good question, Carolyn.
Best value is different than cheapest. So cheapest hotels in all of Asia is going to be Indonesia by far. Indonesia is very cheap. Malaysia's fairly cheap. Thailand can be cheap, but some of them are not.
Yeah. In Indonesia, Bali can be pretty cheap too if you want to go someplace like that. That's a good one too.
Bali is great.
I'm trying to think where
there are a few cheap ones in Vietnam, but Vietnam is not that cheap points wise. So there's one cheap.
Just like Thailand doesn't tend to be cheap points wise. Only a few places which we've talked about before.
Those are the main the main ones. You can sometimes get a Japan hotel for cheap too.
Margaret, I'm sorry. I was just laughing because Margaret's comment is funny. The video quality is really important. Some videos almost look like Blair Witch Project style. And that was just funny.
Julie saying the organization channel is good. Yeah, that's Brenda.
Oh yeah, Brenda's is amazing.
Her channel is downsize to upsize. And get this, guys. She is already monetized. I think she got monetized 4 or 5 months.
I think, yeah.
But she is now getting paid to clean her house.
Yeah, she's getting paid to minimize and clear out her house. That's pretty amazing.
That's amazing.
Also, Alexa says she just posted her new video, so if anybody wants to see that, you can watch it afterwards. Do IHG points expire? They don't expire as long as you do something each year with them. So they continue to basically renew if you do something with them each year.
So Alexa, I want to know, did I make it in your Dollar Tree video? Because so what happened was we were there when she filmed the Dollar Tree video at Dollar Tree, and I had this great little thing I acted out for her, and she filmed it. I think she was just doing it to humor me because I noticed it did not make it in the first video. So I think my one line got probably cut from... It was my dream to be in a YouTube video, Alexa. I did not make the video. That was too bad. Yikes. It was really good. I did some good acting in
Hurtful.
that. Next time. Let's see. We still haven't addressed Ted's situation, so we're going to do that.
So Ted said he checked out the niche section, and I think he was thinking about doing a channel on the Philippines, but just make sure that you have enough content planned for that channel. If you're going to be traveling to, because you said it's also something about a Japan channel, so you may not, I mean, if those are the only 2 places you're going to go to and you're going to go to them a lot, I mean, you're going to need hundreds of videos. So think to yourself, make sure that you're niching down, but not down so far that you're limiting the amount of videos that you can make for that channel, because you're going to, remember, you're going to have to continue to do videos for that channel.
Yeah, you could do an Asia channel. You could do a lot of other things like that. Now, I will say this, Ted, that the Philippines is probably one of the best places in the world to start a channel, because Philippines, people that live in the Philippines, they love to see videos on the Philippines, and we have a video on our channel in the Philippines. Almost all the comments are from people from the Philippines. And so if you make a video on the Philippines and you like, the Philippines, which you do, so you're going to say that you like it, they're going to love your videos, and they're going to watch them and share them, and they're going to go crazy.
Really, what I love about it is they were so nice and so supportive in the comment section. It was pretty cool, but it was literally, the comment section was almost 95% Filipinos. So it was really funny. But they were super nice.
So definitely do that. So then if anybody has a name for Ted's Asia channel, give him an idea. You can think about it for a little bit. Let's see. Monica was asking about...
Oh, this is for a different trip though.
Yeah. Are you trying
that one's full.
Yeah. So Monica, the Vin Pearl Halong Bay trip that we're doing is already full because it can only have 10 people. But if you're going there for a different trip, you just want to go to a Vin Pearl, I would not book the Vin Pearls on the Vin Pearl website. It's very
wonky.
Very bad.
And it doesn't translate really well, so it's hard to use.
If I was going to go to a Vin Pearl, which there's plenty of amazing Vin Pearls, I would book it on Agoda or on hotels.com.
Yeah.
Yes, Noah's Ark, it was a dad joke that I told during the Dollar Tree video that I thought might make it. I actually, found this big container of antifreeze, and I was walking around the store with it, while Alexa was making her video, and I was trying to walk up to her and just say that I found her a really good deal on some antifreeze, but she didn't think it was funny.
She didn't find it anywhere near
I thought
as
it was going to be
humorous
real
as
funny.
he did.
I thought it was real funny. Yeah, but
Oh, a play. Oh, I like it, Ted. A play. I was thinking of a play on Ted's Excellent Adventure. No Bill. So like Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, just Ted's Excellent Adventure.
yeah, yeah, that'd be good.
I like it.
You're making me think about the 80s.
Yeah. What do you guys think? Do you guys like that channel name? You guys chime in.
Ted's Asian.
Help Ted out.
Ted's Asian Adventures.
Ted's Excellent Adventures, no Bill. Tell us what you think. Ooh, David Harrell says Ted's Tropical Quest. Ted talks Asian.
Ted's Philippine Takeover.
Well, you're getting a lot more help than you asked for here, Ted.
These are some good ones. You're welcome, Monica. Yeah, their websites is very difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Vin Pearl.
Thank you,
Thank you, Ted. Ted, that's going to be breakfast, lunch, and dinner here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it. Oh, wait, it says,
Ooh.
let's celebrate their 5th Super on a live stream. I've never seen that before.
Excellent, Ted.
Can you see that, Ted? It says...
Get that? Wink, wink.
It says, excellent, excellent, Ted.
Now I'm doing the dad jokes.
Travel every day, Ted.
Oh, I like that. Ted, travel every day. That's kind of funny.
Cherie says, I like Ted's Excellent Adventures.
Okay, I think people are leaning towards that
Oh,
one, Ted.
no, Gary's got a good one.
Oh, wait.
Thrilling in Manila. It's like a play on the Thrilla in Manila.
Oh.
Does anybody know what the Thrilla in Manila is? Does anybody know? Gary obviously does.
I think we're all old enough to know this. Except for Alexa.
Alexa doesn't. I don't think
Alexa is saying Globetrotting Ted.
I like that. I'd start like 10 channels, Ted. Yeah. Oh, we got a lot of boxing fans.
Ali versus. Does anybody remember who the other boxer was?
Does anybody remember what
Everyone
round?
says Ali fight, but who's the other person?
So last night I was laying in bed. I was watching
Foreman, maybe.
I was watching the 1984 World Series on YouTube because I actually went to that game as a kid, and it's like Ted was talking about memories, and I was like, I want to watch something from my childhood, and so I pulled up a 1984 World Series Tigers game. I watched that, and
Ali versus Frazier. It looks like, I think, is the Doc
and
and Bean saying
Doc
Ali
and
versus
Bean,
Frazier.
Yeah.
Thank you, Doc and Bean.
Well, Doc and Bean have a YouTube channel
That's
too.
right.
Yeah.
They got theirs going too. They're documenting their whole process of moving to Thailand, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a pretty good one too.
Check them out. Yeah, go Tigers. Oh wait, there's a couple things I need to mention on here before we get too deep. So we're already pretty deep, but before we start talking about YouTube videos from 1984. So wanted you guys to know, Hilton just dropped a points sale. Now, normally we don't stay in a lot of Hiltons, but a lot of people do. So if you find good value from Hilton, they have a pretty incredible deal where you can now buy 240,000 Hilton points, and they will give you a bonus of 240,000 Hilton points. So you can actually buy 480,000 Hilton points, and it comes out to half a cent a piece, same price as IHG. So if you're hoarding points, I know a couple of you are hoarding points. I know Jeff is hoarding points. He's trying to talk me into buying some Air Canada points, which I'm probably going to do.
We're probably going to do that.
Then, yeah, you can buy a ton of Hilton points right now, and they could be very useful. So there is a link for that in the description. It's kind of hard to find the link to these, but there is a link to that. The other one is Wyndham has a point sale. They're doing a 60% bonus, and that's not as high as the IHG or the Hilton, but for them, that's about the highest you're going to get. And so that's a pretty good deal. We bought some points. We're going to use them in Vietnam. We're also looking at using them in Sapporo. So those are the two current points sales.
Keith and Wynn, just before they leave, if they're still around, I just wanted to say I'm super excited to meet you guys because I really want to hear about gold prospecting. I think it's so cool. We just learned so much about it when we were in Seattle. When we rode the train up from LA, the Rails and Trails, National Parks Rails and Trails was on the train, and they told us about the Klondike Museum in Seattle, and we went to that, and it was so interesting. I learned so much about it. So when I saw you guys signed up for the Retirement Travel Jumpstart course, I thought that was so interesting. So I'm super excited to meet you guys and chat with you about that just for fun. I'm not going to become a gold prospector, obviously, because of my lifestyle, but I think it's super cool, and I would love to hear about it.
Yeah, exactly.
So off you go. Hope you find some.
Yeah, and I was inspired by you guys to start looking at Bangkok for the for the end of the year.
That's right.
Let's see. Can you use credit card to pay taxes? Yes, you can, Julie.
Yes, several people in here were talking about that earlier. You certainly can. That's a great way to pay down your initial for your welcome offer, to earn your welcome offer.
So Deborah is asking about what points expire. So for the most part, if you're active in the program, they're not going to expire. You can always look, like every program is different, but like if you have the IHG card or you have the Hilton card or the Hyatt card, they're not going to expire. It would just be like ones that I'm a little worried about. We have some Emirates points from like 3 years ago that we never use. We never fly Emirates. We never use Emirates card. Those could actually expire on us at some point.
Noah's Ark Kentucky travelers want to know if they buy the Hilton points with the Hilton credit card, if it will code as travel for the card. I don't think so, no.
No, it's going to go through points.com, so it's not going to code as travel, most likely. So use whatever card you would use for like an other category. Like there's not really a category for them. So whatever your best card is for just like the catch-all card.
David, it's always good to just come out and say the words that you're a points hoarder. That's hilarious.
How many points? Wow.
A lot. 1 million AA points, 1.6 million IHG, 400,000 Hilton, and 210,000 Chase. You better have a good plan for those, or I'm going to start making plans with them, David.
You need to. You could basically live for like 5 years at IHGs in Asia.
Oh, Kathy Johnson says that Jason worked in big gold mine there. Not the same as prospecting, but I'm sure you have met quite a few there in Montana.
Hey, Rita's in the house.
Hey, Rita.
How you doing, Rita?
She paid her house taxes with her IHG card.
That's a good idea.
There you go. Brilliant.
Oh, that was the other thing. Now, speaking of Rita.
You remembered something else.
Thank you, Rita. You just jogged my memory. The cruise, the group cruise. I think someone asked about it earlier. So there is a group cruise going to Iceland summer of 2026. It is just for people in the Retirement Travel Jumpstart community and course. So far, there are 18 cabins booked and 30 people on the cruise. Now, we did have a bunch of group cabins. Those are all basically taken except for 2. But as long as the group pricing is still low, we can get people in at a lower price. So the group pricing has gone up $70 per person basically, but it's still $700 off the per person off the price on the Princess website. So I just checked today, and the price of that cruise went up several $100s on the Princess website. So we all got an amazing deal. We're so excited. It's going to Iceland and Norway. It's going to be, for me, the trip of a lifetime, I think, and for a lot of people. And there's so many amazing people on there that are in this chat.
And just people we're looking, some people we've never met and we're really excited to meet as well. So it's just really nice because you kind of feel like we know some of them because they're in the community chatting and sharing and all that kind
Yeah.
of stuff, which I have several things I need to get in there and share. I didn't get a chance to do it today, but I'm going to be posting some stuff tomorrow. But anyways, it's just really nice because you get to know the people in the community, so you kind of feel like you know each other, and then when you meet in person you're like, oh yeah, and then you just kind of take off talking like if you had seen each other before, which you hadn't. So I think that's kind of cool. And yes, people are talking about if there's a fee to pay the taxes with the credit card. There is, but honestly, it's still worth it to do it.
Yeah, so it is worth it because I usually use I usually use our Hyatt card because what I'm trying to do is I pay a fee, but like let's say I pay let's say I pay $1,000 in taxes. I'm gonna get, or I pay $3,000 in taxes. I'm gonna get 3,000 points for that. Let's say I pay $5,000 to make it easier. I'm gonna get 5,000 points for that. I'll pay a fee, but the points will basically offset the fee, maybe even a little more. But where the real value comes in for me on using my Hyatt card to pay that is that with Hyatt, every $5,000 that you spend, you earn 2 Elite Night credits. So like, I'm paying a lot of things with Hyatt because we're trying to get to that 100 night level. Because every 10 nights is basically another 7 nights in a suite. So it does, there's other things besides the points that you get. So like Rita's saying she's paying the IHG, her taxes with that. If you spend $20,000 in a year in IHG, you get extra benefits too. So I think you get $100 statement credit. So there's a lot of cards where it's not just the points, but there's an additional benefit, and that's probably the real good thing.
Yeah. And Kathy, yeah, you're right. We use our cards to pay for everything. It's way easier because you can keep track of everything. Even as we're traveling, we try to use the cards as much as we can. We just use cash, obviously, if we have to, but we do try to use the cards, and it really doesn't take very long to fulfill those welcome offers. Deborah wants to know if we have an IHG business credit card referral link. Is that below?
I don't know if there's not a specific IHG one in there, but if you go into one of our other videos and you go to the website groundlifetravel.com, there's a page that says, well, that's going to be confusing. It's going to be hard to get to right now. There isn't really a good way to get to it right now. We had to mix some things up, but we're going to try to get that back in this week.
We had to shuffle some things around.
But feel free to use anything that you need to. Gary says he's taking the QM2, Queen Mary 2, to get to Southampton before the Iceland cruise.
Okay, then.
That's amazing.
That'll be super fun. Do you have a few days in between?
Yeah.
Or are you going back to back?
Are you going to be hanging out in London, I guess is the question, beforehand?
Yeah, we're still trying to figure out how far ahead we're going to go.
Maybe afterward. Because, that could be fun, too, hanging out in London. We could go get some fish and chips.
The first time we ever went to London, I love fish and chips, but the first time we ever went to London together, I think you had been before me. No? Oh, no, you're right. It was first time together. Just kidding. First time we went together, that was all I could talk about. I was like, I want fish and chips and I want it now. The problem was that if you've been to London, actually a lot of let's take that back. A lot of the UK is like this because we experienced this in Ireland and Scotland. They close the kitchen long before the restaurant closes. So they'll close the kitchen at like 9, but the restaurant doesn't close till 10. So we got there at like 8:54. And the waitress was like, the kitchen is closing in literally 6 minutes. So pick what you want. I was like, well, you're in luck because I already know what I want. I was like, I want fish and chips and that's it. So she was happy because I knew exactly what I wanted. I didn't have to sit and look at the menu. It was easy.
Exactly. So yeah, let's hang out in London before or after the group cruise. We got to figure that out. So Tammy's asking, if I join the retirement travel community, how do we sign up for the cruise? How much is the cruise? So there's a link in the community to send us a
A
interest
form, basically. Mm-hmm.
and then we'll help you get booked into the cruise. So the cruise is, I have the prices right here actually. Let's see. Our inside cabins, this is for double occupancy. Our inside cabins on the rate I saw today is right about $2,000, but on the website for the cruise line it's $2,692 per person.
Yikes.
And the balconies per person on the website are $3,500, and our price is $2,800 per person. So it's a 14-night cruise to Iceland and Norway. Now I can't guarantee that by the time anybody signs up that the pricing won't go up, because those aren't reserved rooms, but we do actually have 2 mini suites still in our allotment that are definitely guaranteed, and those are $3,400. So you can actually get a mini suite through our group cheaper than you can get a balcony through the website of the cruise ship. So that is that's the deal on the cruise. Let's see. Monica's saying, Gary, are you going to be in Europe before our Iceland trip? I would love to cruise over. That's what we're trying to figure out. I think we're going to try to do that because it's been a while since we've been in London.
Jeff already bought the $240,000 and got the $240,000 from Hilton.
Wow.
Jeff is also, I think, recently addicted to hoarding points, is what it sounds like to me.
That's awesome, Jeff. We need to get some, because we're down to, like, if you saw the hotel we stayed at with the swimming pool in the room, that was a Hilton. We used all our points on that, so we're down to like 5,000 points. Let's see. With all the retire save money in Southeast Asia content, do you think it will eventually result in much higher prices and lower service? I don't think so, because there's way more. We're a drop in the bucket to these economies, and not all of the people coming are spending a lot of money. So we're definitely a drop in the bucket. Let's see.
Welcome, Rebecca. The bummer that you had to join us because you overslept for church, but welcome. Sorry about that.
We will.
That happens from time to time.
Yeah. We've done that ourselves.
We have. You know, it is what it is. It just means your body needed a little extra rest today.
Yeah. So Kristen is saying the IHG points do expire after a year unless you're elite, but you're gonna be elite because if you
have the card.
If you have points, you should have the card, and with the card, you're automatically platinum elite. So as long as you have the card, your IHG points will never expire, and you should never get rid of that card. So.
And you'll still be using it, which means you'll still be earning, which means it will never, like, you'd have to really make an effort to lose them.
Yeah. Thanks, Jeff. Yeah, that's great. Appreciate that.
Julie says are you signing up for the course? The Retirement Travel Jumpstart course is the one you want for sure. Unless you want to do YouTube also, then you can buy the bundle of the two. But Retirement Travel Jumpstart is the one for the cruise. And if you want to join the cruise, just go under the group trips tab in the community, and you'll find the post there that Rob made, and then just click on it and fill out the form and let us know. And then I'll contact you and we'll work from there.
Yeah, Elizabeth wants to know for solo traveler. Yeah, so for this is going off memory, but I think the inside cabin is 3,000 something, and the balcony is 5,000 something for a solo cabin. So it's definitely more per person, which I don't like.
Yeah.
But it seems like all cruises are doing that, which is, we don't like that. But let's see. Reggie, she went to bedside. Reggie, where are you from, Reggie? Because that's what people used to say where we went to college.
In the South.
In the South.
I'm assuming you're from the South.
Are you from the South, Reggie?
Because people did used to say that there. It took me a long time. Sometimes, because English is not my first language, sometimes even still, Rob will say things. I'm like, what does that mean? What did you mean by that? Sometimes people make comments, and when people started saying things like bedside Baptist and Pastor Sheets, I could not figure out what they were talking about. And Rob was like, they're just saying that you slept in and that you didn't, and that the pastor was your sheets. I was like, oh, I get it now. Sometimes, some things would go
Yeah.
over my head, or would be harder to translate. Like sometimes I'm trying to translate, oh, we say this. I say to him in Spanish, and I'll say it in Spanish, but then when I try to translate it into English, it sounds really dumb. And he's like, what? That doesn't make any sense. I'm like, never mind.
Sometimes I say things in Spanish in it.
And I say, don't say that anymore. A couple times I'm like, don't say that to people.
I still try.
William just bought points because he has Jeff point envy.
I just bought the Wyndham points. Yeah, I need to get more Wyndham points.
We do need to
I
get
don't know
more.
I don't know if Jeff has Wyndham
There's some
points.
good deals
Oh
on
yeah,
Wyndham.
Jeff does
Yeah.
have Wyndham points.
Yeah. He just got those, I think, right?
The Wyndham Sapporo was really good looking.
Mm-hmm.
The Wyndham Cam Ranh Vietnam, the 3-bedroom beachfront. I hope it's good because I've been talking about it now for like half a year.
Yeah, and somebody asked earlier about the credit cards and if we have a spreadsheet and stuff. We do, and it's if you're a member of the YouTube channel, which I think there's a link for below, yes, in the description. If you're a member of the YouTube channel on here, not only do you get the members only videos that we make, but we also have the spreadsheet with all of the information for the credit cards, and like helps you break it down. Plus it also includes like budgeting, all kinds of stuff. So there's some great forms on there that are available to members only.
Brown Eyed Girl, we are not going to be here next Sunday.
We are not. We're going to take a little break.
But we will. You can maybe watch the Red Wings for me.
And report in a comment.
I do need to talk about the other trips because there's a lot of trips going on in the community. So there is a trip to Da Nang pretty soon in like this summer. There's 40 people going for that. The Ha Long Bay trip is full. The Hong Kong trip still has room, and the Bali girls trip, those are in October and November. Those both still have room, and I talked about the cruise. So I think I hit all the high points.
That's it. And then I think we covered all the questions. I don't see any more new ones. No worries, Robert. Thank you for popping in.
Yes. Oh yeah, Sheree, the solo prices for the cruise are like 3,000 something. I can pull it up actually.
One moment, please, while he puts it up. While he does that, I will entertain you with, what should I entertain them with? I went to, you know what? I went to a meetup. I'm in a Facebook group with a friend of mine who lives in the city we're in, sent me a link to a meetup with some ladies. So that was really fun. But it was interesting because this lady kept staring at me. And then after a minute, she was like, I feel like I know you. And then she said, are you on YouTube? And I was like, yeah. And then she's a subscriber. So that was really cool. So hi, Fatima, if you see this. She's a lovely lady. And hopefully later this week, I'm going to go to yoga with her.
So the cruise prices are roughly, for a single, $3,700 for the inside, $5,300 for the balcony. That's the rough prices.
Yeah, it'll be a little bit higher than that because the prices just went up a little bit.
I added.
Oh, did you add it in? Oh,
yeah,
okay. Gotcha.
So that's if the prices don't change between now and then. And I did want to say, I did see David William in the chat earlier. I didn't catch your question, but hey, David, welcome. Longtime chat member, David William. I always love seeing you in here. It's been a little while, but yeah, I'm glad you're here. Let's see. Gotchas include not having an income when you get new cards.
Definitely get them before you retire.
That is good. Yeah. we we need to get a couple cards. It's been a while since we've gotten one. Did I even mention all the cards? That was maybe the one thing I didn't mention.
Let's see. We talked about.
Yeah. So the other one, the Bonvoy Boundless. We never mentioned that.
Oh yeah, I think somebody asked about that actually.
Okay.
Between that one and the Bountiful, they were trying to ask about that. So whoever asked that, I missed who it was, but it was in here somewhere.
So we have the Marriott Bonvoy Boundless, and it's a good card. It's not as good just for using as the IHG card, but you do get a free Marriott night for having it, and the annual fee is less than my YouTube studio just now. Are we still live?
Yeah, we're still live because it's on there. Yeah.
All the questions just left my chat. Oh, I got
they're back. Whew.
Okay. Never had that happen before. So
it got cranky.
You do get a free night at Marriott every year for having the card, which in and of itself is worth at least $100 because you can use it up to a 35,000 point night. So that's pretty valuable. So that's a reason to have the card. But then the amazing thing, if you're going to be doing traveling, you're going to have a YouTube channel, you're going to just post your stuff on Facebook, Instagram, whatever, you're going to tell people about your travel. The referrals on that card are 40,000 points per referral. So even if there's two of you and just one of you, if you both get the card and one of you refers, it's an extra 40,000. And then you'd both get the free night. So it's worth doing. It's worth both having. And then if you tell anybody else about it, so sometimes those referrals can be very lucrative. And I think that's an added benefit if you're kind of living this lifestyle, because again, you will be surprised how many people that, just if you go to a nice Marriott, you say, hey, we stayed here for free because we got this card. People are going to ask you on Facebook, what card did you get to do that? You're going to put it in the comments, and then 3 people are going to sign up for it, and then you're going to get a free 120,000 points just for doing that.
Easy peasy.
Easy. What's the question here?
Julie, I had a question about getting Chase Business Inc. card. If I got it, do all purchases with the card have to be justified for my specific business?
I'm not an expert on the details of that, but someone know about that? David? I don't think they do. Like, it's difficult for me to answer that because, like, your business could be that you're starting a YouTube channel, and then basically anything qualifies. Yeah. Like our business. It just really depends on what your business is. If it was the case, that was true. Yeah. Like, our business is YouTube. Everything we do is to do with YouTube because we have to do everything to do YouTube. Let's see.
I think
Gary's looking for a link to the Hilton offer.
Is it down below in the description?
Yeah, our link does work, Gary. If it's not working for you, I don't know. I think everybody's getting that deal.
It should be doing the 240.
Yeah. Okay. David says it does not matter.
Okay.
I thought David would know the answer.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, Mr. Bum was just on the credit card page on the blog. If you want to find, there's more cards on there. groundedlifetravel.com. Let's see.
I think we've got everything. Yeah. Kikyo has the ink card. Does not need to be justified for specific business. Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Yeah.
Thank you.
It was hard because we never even looked at that because we knew that everything we buy.
We never think about it because we do it all. So yeah.
Yeah. So okay.
All right. I think we got through all the questions.
We hit all the cards. Yeah.
I think we went over everything. So if you're looking for a link to something, go to the description of this video. It's all going to be there. If you're looking for the cards we talked about, or even for cards we didn't talk about, just go to our website, groundedlifetravel.com, and you can find it there. But the links to buy the points are also down below. What else is down below? To buy the courses, if you want to do the group trips we've been talking about, they are in the Retirement Travel Jumpstart course. is where all the details are. Once you get into the course, the community comes with the course. So you can hop in there, introduce yourself, and becomes buddies with a lot of the people who are in this chat who are in the courses. And then also, oh, and if you want to see our daughter Alexa's video, her new video of the day, reading her Dollar Tree books, you can check out her channel. I think there's also a link in the description. Yes?
Yeah.
Maybe. It's just Alexa Marmion, so you can go check that out. I think that's it, you guys. We're going to take a little break for a couple of weeks. And then we'll be back to doing some lives in a few weeks.
Yeah, exactly. So thank you so much. Always awesome to hang out with you guys. And we will see you very soon.
Yeah. Have a great
Good
day, night, morning,
Good
afternoon.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.